Hello and welcome to the next round of the CRS IndyCar Challenge, the Concept Racing Series Challenge. So, we're here at Daytona for the next round. It's going to be amazing. This circuit was built back in 1957 by Charles Moneypenny, and it's hosted many of the great races with a 101,000 capacity venue. This is one of the biggest venues in Miami, in Florida. So let's take a look at our Drivers' Championship currently. We've got Shorzy currently leading the championship on 27 points, followed by Sausage Miyagi on 22 points. Then Jacob and Dizzy are tied on 15 points for third, with James also tied on 15 points there. Then White Gomez closely behind with 14 points. Then you've got Rubbernecker and Smokey and Gunner with their points. Kong and Tipper round out the championship contenders there. Then your team championship, you've got Andretti Autosport currently 41 points at the top there, with Team Penske both 37 points on second and third. It looks like it's going to be a great race. It's a 50-lap race, this, guys. The qualifying has been decided. The grid has been decided. The outlap currently for the drivers is going on. The formation lap is nearly finished. I'm going to hand you over to Schley, Dixon Cider, and Baseface for the Coventry. Enjoy the race, guys.
So there we go. So we're back into formation.
Yep, looking good here, guys. We're going to be going green around this lap. Thank you again for joining us on this Saturday for the Daytona IndyCar race put on by the Concept Racing League. We are green flag. Here we are. White Gomez with a great start off the line on Mayoki. Fast Kong as well. Right on top of Shorzy. They're too wide going into the first corner. We've got DC Gunner planning his move as well, catching into that slipstream. But again, we're seeing Smoke and Dizzy falling back a little bit from the pack. They're going to have to work together to make sure they can get back with the pack here. Mayogi and White Gomez doing great, keeping it in the draft. Mayogi going a little high on the bank there. You're going to see Mayogi kind of run the wall here. There's a lot less wind resistance on the wall, so you're going to be doing a little bit more speed going around these corners.
Shorzy up into second place. Sorry, jump across you there. Shorzy up into second place. So it seems that Mayogi running that high line
has been washed out a little bit.
Yeah, Mayogi running that high line doesn't seem to...
Now battling for the lead. Shorzy has the lead for just a second here. Let's see if he can hold it around this final bend going into the Daytona Tri-Oval. Second lap, first official lap here at the Tri-Oval, starting in the second. Wow!
So there we go, guys. That seems the low side, the low line is the quickest at the moment. It doesn't seem that there's as much grip on the high side.
Yeah, it's not looking like it.
Mind you, whoa, 3 wide for a second then into turn 1. Oh, wow. And a quick little touch of the wall.
These guys are really letting it all hang out here on the line. It is a 70-lap race, but you can't expect to be getting falling behind now with these IndyCars. It is vital to have this draft. If you lose the draft, you will lose the race.
Just take a look at DC Gunner back there in 5th place at the moment. Just kind of watching what's going on, watching what everyone else is doing. And just waiting for his chance.
Be lining a move up quite short.
There he goes. Look at that. Like you said, the inside line does seem to be a lot faster, especially when you have the draft. DC Gunner coming from 5th to 3rd, double overtaking that first bend of the Tri-Oval. He's going to be battling. They're going to be absolutely wheel-to-wheel, too wide coming into this final corner. Is DC going to take it? He's got the draft. Looks like he's pulling. Look at that draft. There's no competition. Mascon coming around the outside, though. Oh, looks like the car was getting a little unstable. He's running off the yellow lines. DC Gunner had a great move. It looked like it might have been a little too much.
Touch of the wall there. Mascon touching the wall.
Oh! Now there's cones all over the track. Hopefully this doesn't affect any of the drivers. They're starting to find their positions here in file single. Again, though, we've got White Gomez.
It's not very often in project cars too. You see the top 5 so close together, even in an oval race.
Yeah, that's what you get when you have the quality drivers here, man. They are not messing around today. They want to win.
mask on from White Gomez, Miyagi, and then DC Gunner in 5th, Smokey in 6th, and Smokey and Dizzy falling off the back of the field. They're a good 3 seconds adrift at this point. Do you guys think that they can push hard between the two of them? They're really going to have to go some to catch this field back up again.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to start praying for a safety car at some point here. But,
and another
with
touch
the
of the
tire
wall
change-
there. White Gomez
tire
with
change
a
that these
touch.
boys have. Yeah, White. Well, there's so much going on here at the front of the pack with these boys.
Fantastic
like I
driving
said,
from everyone involved here.
Yeah, this is really great driving. These guys are really making it look easy today. Here comes
I
Myogi
think
around the
Smokey and
outside.
Dizzy coming up from the back, it'll be all in the pit stops, I think. Sort of biding the time, waiting for the right time to jump into the pits and try and undercut everyone in front of him.
Wow,
Whoa, who've
the
got
big
going
one.
off there?
Oh, wow.
Oh no! It looked like White Gomez got some sort of draft, flipped the car upside down, and was right into Myogi. And DC Gunner got taken as well. Only person that came out on top of that was Shorzy and Mask Kong. They were not touched. We're gonna be having a safety car here, no doubt. Let's make sure all the drivers are on their wheels. They are lining back up. Good thing we did turn the damage off, because you would have seen some wheels and axles. It would have been a total yard sale, boys, going into that first corner.
That would have been quite a few races over there, wouldn't it?
That's what they call the big one here at Daytona.
Oh, yes.
When there's only 7
Giving that
cars,
white
the
wall
big
some
one.
love.
That does promote Dizzy and Smokey up to 3rd and 4th place there. So
Look at
maybe
that.
now that they're back in the pack, they can kind of pull themselves along.
We're also not sure what tires these drivers are starting on, or what sort of strategy these guys have. Dizzy and Smoke could have something up their sleeve with the strategies that they're running here. They were 3 seconds behind, like we were saying, they were praying for that safety car, and now they are 3rd and 4th in contention. But
I think
White
it might
Gomez
be a
and
little bit
Myogi.
of commentator's curse on the safety car, just as you mentioned. They've got to hope for a safety car, one happens quite quickly.
So I'm just hearing from the pits,
That bad.
guys, that the entire field at the moment is on the primary tyre. Every single car on the track is on the
Okay.
primary tyre.
Okay. All right, looks like these boys are going to be getting ready to go green here. They're going to be waiting for Shorzy to send it. Looks like he has. We are green again after the safety car. And we got Miyagi already just pulling on DC Gunner, and must have gotten a great start off the line there. White Gomez is a little more careful now, plotting his moves after he had a big wreck in that Indy car. Might make him think twice here about what he can and can't do.
So already
You see at the front here.
Smokey falling back. Smokey falling back at the rear of the field there.
Yeah,
Because
and
he
Dizzy,
just
on the
doesn't
other
seem
hand,
to
is
have the
battling for
pace.
second now.
Smokey did say during practice that he was losing 10 to 12 miles an hour on the straights. Quite a lot down to what the other guys were running, so it might be something to do with setups.
Wow.
Oh, and contact at the back of the
Double
field. That's
overtake on
DC Gunner
Shorzy
and DC Gunner and White Gomez come together at the back of the field.
Oh man, and meanwhile we
So
have.
that's got to be another safety car there, guys.
Yeah, they're slowing down here. Safety car.
Surely it is.
Wow. Wow. These
Just
boys
goes
look
to show
too
the
wide.
slightest of errors can do the most damage, can't it?
Yeah, no doubt.
So all it takes is a car in the wrong place just to upset the air over the car, and for the car to get a little bit loose.
Yeah, the margin
So-
for error is very low here in Daytona race.
So we're just waiting for DC Gunner and the White Gomez to hit the back of the field again. So they're coming around the final corner now, just catching up with the back of the field, and now they're back onto the rear of the field. So we should be good to go green very, very soon.
And we're green flag again here at Daytona. got Mascon leading Dizzy, Dorsey in third, Miyagi fourth, Smokey Beaton in fifth, DC Gunner, and White Gomez rounding up the back of the pack. But anything can happen here, guys. As you can see, Dizzy's going up, checking the top line here. It's going to cost him a position against Dorsey. Dorsey coming in now with the draft. Maybe a little slingshot maneuver there. Dorsey now in the lead. With Dizzy and Mascon going too wide into the first corner.
Mascon got a little bit out of shape there.
Yeah, he did. He looked like he ran him a little wide, more wide than he wanted. Dizzy having to back off now, losing a lot of time. Even Smokey beating him now, coming in as well. Dizzy dropping down into 6th place after that near incident with Mascon. We have Miyagi now in 3rd place, just plotting his moves. He is a veteran of the sport. Smokey now knocking on the back door of these leaders. He's coming up 4th place. He seems to have a draft. As well as DC Gunner coming in as well.
Oh, White Gomez into the wall at the back of the field again. He's really not having a good race now. He's fallen off the back of the field. He's a good second off the back of the field at this point. So he's got to pray for either a safety car or some fun strategy in the pits.
Well, I mean, it doesn't take much, does it, base space, to lose your concentration in these Indy cars. Once you kind of
lose that
rhythm, you know, it's a lot.
Every second counts, man. Like and of course, all these guys kind of with the kind of split-second reactions. And say this isn't an inconsiderable feat, even just running. Oh, and Smokey across the track there.
Yeah.
Oh, and into the inside wall.
Good.
That's really, that's a hard hit there. That will put him right at the back of the field, which of course promotes White Gomez a little bit. So we are going to have another safety car now. So Shorzy from Mascon, Shorzy to Mascon. Oh, and a bit of contact under safety car.
No, that should definitely be a penalty for one of those drivers. You got to make sure that they're very careful with these pace cars, with the safety car out. No overtaking, no too wide. Looks like DC Gunner got the worst of it there. He's going to be rounding up the pack now after getting into it with, it appeared to be maybe Dizzy, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it was Mascon that he got into there. I believe Mascon got all kinds of loose, kind of slowing down for the traffic, and they just came together, man. It's one of those things when you're playing project cars, especially kind of you have your field of view set really narrow. Sometimes you just can't see people on the inside, and these things happen, man.
And the spotter isn't much help in those situations. The spotter will tell you that there's a car there as you're on your way off the circuit, flying towards the wall, trying your hardest not to hit it.
So we seem to be formed back up again now, guys. We
are going green again here.
Looks as though we're going to be going green again, sure.
There we go, green flag.
Yeah, those proximity arrows are a little tricky depending on the paint job or car that you're running. Sometimes those proximity arrows just blend right into your front end. You can't really see that red arrow as well as you'd like to.
Now, when depending on your field of view again, it can mean that you lose it off the side of your screen as well.
There's a definite split in the field here, guys.
Yeah, Miyagi the wall dropped down from 4th place all the way to 7th. He's got a lot of ground to make up now. While DC Gunner, Mascon, and Shorzy are the top 3, they're starting to pull on these guys, and we do have, like you said, 2 packs starting to form.
Yeah, the guys at the back have really got to work together. Yeah, the guys at the back have really got to work together if they want to make their way onto the back of the front 3. It's not impossible. It's still quite a small gap. It's only a second or so, but it's still, in terms of IndyCar,
that gap's starting to slowly fall as well. Just judging by the gaps on the side of the screen now, it is jumping down 100th of a second at a time. So it does look like they have worked that out between themselves and are using each other's speed to their own advantage.
And contact between Dizzy and Smokey at the back there.
And that's
cones going everywhere.
Upside down. Looks like Smoke got the worst of it there, flipping across into the first corner of the tri-oval.
So there we go. Smokey recovering the car at the back of the field. That's going to be a another safety car there.
Yeah, no doubt.
So the field all slowing down to bunch back up again. And of course, what you can't see from watching online is the how on edge these cars are. Even though they are downforce cars, you're still right on the edge of holding them in control, and you're having to wrestle the car to get it around the track. And of course, if you're kind of on the edge of what you can do with the car, and somebody comes across you, there is just sometimes there is just nowhere to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, you do become a victim of circumstance at that point, base, when you're going that fast.
So there we go, the field bunch back up again now. So we should be looking to go green very, very soon. And there we go, the speed's climbing, everyone's on full throttle. That does seem to be a green flag there.
I'm going to go on board with Miyagi. Looks like he's got a key right here with White Gomez. He's on the high wall. I don't think White Gomez will hang him out to dry. They are teammates.
So of course, Shorzy and Mashkon at the front, trying to work together and make a breakaway there at the front of the pack. But DC Gunner and Miyagi and the White Gomez, and of course Dizzy on the back of the pack there. Dizzy holding on to the back of the pack now.
It does look as though at the back that Smoke is starting to fall away. Looks like that. Even if there isn't any damage, his confidence might have been knocked by the accident earlier on.
I did have a stroke of bad luck, mate. I don't know what happened. I was ejected from the match. Just got disconnected.
See if
there.
I can get you back in.
You should be able to spectate the event from the lobby.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so Shorzy at the front of the pack with Maskong, followed by Miyagi, DC Gunner, the White Gomez, Dizzy and Smokey. So Dizzy and Smokey, so Smokey falling off the back of the field. There's about 4 seconds adrift at this point. The rest of the pack all really bunched together. 2 definite lines forming there on the track. Oh, and Shorzy, at the bottom of the track, just running a little bit close to that yellow line, just dipping a wheel underneath it. And of course, Project Cars, the track limit, Stephen. Oh, and contact there between DC Gun. Sorry, that's
massive accidents going on everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out who the. So Miyagi and the White Gomez both taken out in an accident there. It seemed that they just got loose, and it seemed that Miyagi got loose there and just had nowhere to go, and the White Gomez was just a victim of circumstance there for a second. So the field now slowing down and bunching up as we go through the safety car procedure again, and we bunch the field up just to try and keep the racing nice and close.
While we are in that safety car situation, do you mind sending me an invite real quick here, just so we can get back into the spectating?
Baz, can you send the invite, because it won't let me while I'm broadcasting.
Yeah, I will just try and do that now.
Thanks, bud.
Neither can I. Hang on.
Yeah.
No, I can't invite you back in.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. The only problem with that is that I'm gonna be like 5 or 6 seconds behind.
It's not that much of a delay on Twitch, to be honest.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're just working to get our third commentator, our lead commentator for this evening, back into the lobby so that we can start broadcasting again. So, oh, everybody, quite a lot of people jumping for the
Everyone
pits.
pitting all at the same time.
DC Gunner, Shorzy, the White Gomez, and Miyagi all pitting at the same time there. Just jumping back to the front of the field. Mascong now inheriting the lead from Smokey. Smokey does seem to be able to hang on to the back of the field now. Of course, the field of two, with Miyagi there running in 7th. I'm not entirely sure what happened there to him. Whether he's managed to come out and take his pit stop already. Just watching what's happening. So at the moment, Mascon leading from Smokey. Of course, these two still have to take their pits, and so that looks like Dizzy in 3rd. So Dizzy making his way out of the pit stop ahead of everyone else. Of course, there is a big gap from the cars that have pitted to the ones that haven't quite made their pit stop yet. Of course, we're on lap 29 there of I believe it's a 50-lap race now. So we're shortening.
Yeah, the distance has been shortened just to get the race finished in the normal timetable.
So I believe we.
Suggestion, boys. I am back here in the booth.
So just to fill you in, Dixon, we've had half of the field, well, all but 2 of the field have pitted at this point. So we're just watching the start of the front of the pack to see what's going on. And see where the Smokey and Mascon are going to make their pit stops.
Yeah, with those pit stops, it looks like the spread on the field is a lot bigger now. Now you're going to have to really find your buddy, if you will, your Daytona buddy, and you need to just bump and run to the lead, get those bump drafts going, and get yourself back on pace after that pit stop.
Yeah, it does seem that Dizzy seems to have been the big winner out of that pit stop. He's jumped up to 3rd in what's in the great scheme of things, and he does seem to have now managed to.
Are right on top of each other here. If we can go back to them, they might be pulling the draft. Like
there we go, Mascon in the pits. Mascon in the pit.
Yeah.
That's our leader into the pit there, guys. So Smokey inheriting the lead. Of course, Dizzy has managed to kind of unlap himself, as it were. So we're just waiting for the leader of the race to come into the pits, just for the field to shake itself back out again, so that we can see where we are after the pit stops.
Very early pit stop to be getting off that primary tire, in my opinion.
There we go, there's Smokey into the pits, diving for the pit lane. Which should then even the field back out again. So Mascon out of the pits, and Dizzy takes the lead. So Dizzy is now our leader of the race. He may seem to make an awful lot of time up in the pits.
There you go. I guess you can win it in the pits here at Daytona in the Indy Cars, boys. Dizzy with a commanding
I think
lead
Dizzy's definitely the winner of the strategy game there, isn't he?
Well, you know, you can make 10ths on track, but you lose seconds in the pits.
Just slowing down in pit lane, you know, if you're not slowing down immediately on time and getting on that limiter or getting into the pit lane, you know, you're gonna lose seconds, which is millions of views for these Indy cars.
Does look like Mascon starting to come under pressure from Miyagi and DC Gunner as well. Looks like
Yeah,
these boys work
got
together.
the jump on him.
Yeah, there does seem to be a little pack forming to maybe try and help each other get onto the back of Dizzy again. Of course, Dizzy won't benefit from the draft of anybody else there. There we go. They all seem to drop into the slipstream there.
There it is. Very important that these boys start working together to catch Dizzy. I mean, they are only
DC
behind him.
Mascon taking the high line and running all the way around the outside of the other two cars there.
And
That
it is the long
unusually
way
did look
around.
quite a lot faster as well.
You know, sometimes as we get through the race, the high line grips up and we can actually develop into the faster line around the racetrack.
Boys look like they're 3 wide here to this final quarter. Almost 3 wide.
They are also closing in on Dizzy as the leader of the
Guiding
race.
very quite quickly, aren't they?
Oh yeah, the gap
So
is
just-
closing now. About a second. Look at how fast they're closing in. Like an army of Indy cars just closing in on the leader. They all want the win. They all know what it takes. You gotta work together sometimes and pick your battles.
Just shows you the power of that draft as you run around the oval, that they've taken 4/10 out of him in kind of half a lap.
Massively,
Yeah,
I
that-
think give it 5 more laps and they'll be right on the back of Dizzy, if not sooner. Just by how much that gap's dropped in the last lap.
Very professional driving by these 3 boys. They look kind of like Air Force pilots here, manning their jets, just right in formation. They've got their target, their eyes are locked in on the prize, and they just have to slowly reel them in.
Oh, Mascom ducks to the low line there. That was a beautiful
that
move
was-
straight across the back of Miyagi there. So Mascom up into second
He's
place.
gonna win a tap.
There is quite a bit of wheel banging going on between these 3 guys, isn't there? There's a couple of times they've moved closer together and I thought, here goes another big accident. So the gap's still falling just in that last lap. It's gone from 1.4 seconds to 1.1. That just dropped it. So it's looking like the end of this race could be a really, really exciting end.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be
Hard
close.
30, right? These cars are going so fast around the track, it's hard to tell that they're already on the 38th lap here. We are wrapping up towards the finish of this race.
And there we go, Mascom closing in on Dizzy.
There it is. Now we've got a 4-way battle for first place. The first place is going to be a sprint to the end, boys. Looks like the pack of 3 are now just consuming Dizzy, going for a triple overtake. No love on Dizzy there. Dizzy now
I was about to
in
say-
the middle of these fighters. He does not know.
It's like a pack
how
of
hard
wolves,
they're
isn't
fighting.
it?
Yeah, they're just chasing the gazelle, aren't they? Those fast lions just going to consume that poor gazelle. He's trying as hard as he can.
So here we go, Dizzy to the outside line. If the guys are clever, they'll close up on that inside line and just kind of shut Dizzy out and push him back into 4th place. It does seem that DC Gunner's having a little bit of trouble hanging on to the back of that pack of 3 cars.
There is quite a lot of... Gunner is doing quite a lot of twitching now. It looks as though we might be having an issue with his tyres. Could it be the curse of Project Cars 2 pit stops
Oh no.
coming to the fore again?
If you could go on board with Gunner, you might be able to see the tire compound that he is running. If he still is on that primary tire, then those pit did make a huge mistake.
Oh, Miyagi in the wall. Miyagi in the wall.
Mascom flicking sausage off into the wall there.
No.
So we're all going to slow down for a safety car there, guys.
Ouch.
Looks as though we're going to have a 9-lap dash to the end. All 7 cars.
gonna be interesting
to see if,
I think it's very
Miyagi's
interesting.
Miyagi is out of contention now. He's out of the race.
It's going to be interesting to see if anyone
Looks as though we're
dives,
down to 5 drivers.
dives to the pits at this point to bolt on a set of fresh tyres.
Does look as though everyone's more interested in just having a good few laps scrap until the end now.
Looks like they are green flagging in here. Oh, not yet.
So I'm just riding on board with Dizzy at the moment, and I'll let you know as soon as we go green. And there we go, there's the green flag. He's just hit full throttle, and away we go.
Got a 9-lap shootout for the win here. It's been an emotional Indy race. I think almost everybody's had a chance to take the lead at least once.
I think the lead's changed quite a few times along the distance, hasn't it? All 7 drivers have been in the lead at some point. Looks like that lead's about to change again with Mascon driving up the inside.
Oh. When these drivers get into the draft, the steering does get a lot different. You know, you might not be used to it, and that's when you're seeing the switching mixed with the tire wear here. It is becoming, like I said, a battle of dexterity. These boys just have to keep it on the track and keep it from going into each other here. Only 7 laps left of this race. It looks like Mascon is coming out in first with George not following him. Dizzy dropping back to third. DC's done it, like you said. He's just been plotting his moves, been trying to play it as safe as possible.
So at the line that time, there was absolutely no time between the first 2 competitors there. So it's absolutely nip and tuck between first and second at this point. With, of course, DC Gunner sitting there right behind on that low line, just waiting for something to happen.
Looking for a move there on Gomez.
Oh, Gomez in the wall.
Oh, massive accident. That's Mascon and what Gomez both ploughed into the wall.
I'm not sure if we are going to have a
again and have a.
Maybe, yeah, there is only 6
Looks as though everyone's slowing down.
Yeah, that is nice that they do have a safety car. I know in that touring car league, those safety cars do shut off after about halfway through the race, but with these Indy cars, you know, it is nice to keep them grouped up, keep the racing clean until the checkered flag.
So we're just waiting for the rest of the field to group back up again now. So we're just waiting for the white Gomez to make his way onto the back of the field.
I think in that last crash we saw the reason why damages turned off. I mean, just think if damage would have been on, those guys have been driving hard for 45, 46 laps. And right towards the end, an accident like that could put them right out of the race. That'd be gutted.
So there we go, White Gomez making his way onto the back of the field now. So it's going to be Shawsey from DC Gunner, Dizzy through to Mascon, and then the White Gomez rounding out the field. They make their way onto the back straight, and I believe that's green again now.
After the restart, we have Shawsey leading, DC Gunner, Dizzy in third, Mascon fourth, and the White Gomez fifth. Coming into the last 3 laps of the race here. Now you're going to start seeing these drivers getting desperate. They're going to really start making those moves, knocking on the other door of these competitors. It's anyone's race here.
Which is how DC Gunner's the biggest loser of the safety car restart, dropping back from second to fourth. And DC's the biggest winner, finding himself in the lead.
Cover these drivers with a blanket. The 5 of them are racing so close together. Oh, a little bit of contact.
A little bit of contact between DC Gomez and
Gomez. DC Gunner is upside down now. Oh no, he definitely got the worst of it there.
And I believe we are green until the end. I believe that's the end of the safety cars, and we are green until the end. So Mascon right on the back of Shorzy there, just sitting right in the draft, just keeping as little gap between them as possible. The front three you could cover with a blanket. There's only 2/10 between the three of them.
That's close. Nose to tail. Going across the line now for the second to last lap. This is the
It's almost a struggle
penultimate.
to tell whether Mascon wants to go defensive or attacking. He seems to be weaving all over the road, trying to figure out what he wants to do.
Yeah,
I think he wanted to get out from behind Shorzy.
Oh, Dizzy is blocked by the two of them as well. All right.
Looks as though we're going to go 3 wide to start the last lap.
This is exactly how we wanted it in the Indy cars. We said it was going to be a close race to the end. It's anybody's race here at this point. Shorzy looking like he's got a commanding lead. Dizzy knocking on the back door, though. Dizzy around the high line. Let's see if he can make it stick.
Mascon getting himself involved as well. 3 wide, absolutely nothing.
Mascon through to the lead, guys.
Getting into the last corner at Daytona.
All going to be in that last corner.
Mascon looking like he's going to take it.
Mascon with the win. What a fantastic finish to the race.
Great race.
Coming
boys.
back from third on the back straight of the final lap to take the win there.
Wow.
I think the hairs have been standing up on my arms that entire race. That was a fantastic watch, that was.
Oh, wow. That was a great job by all the drivers today. Absolutely phenomenal race. We'll get some post interviews with the top 3 there. See how they're feeling in those final moments. Oh no, and it actually looks like Mascon is going to be dropping down to 4th place because of a 15-second penalty.
He's going to be absolutely gutted, isn't he?
So Shorzy's your new victor here after the race directors have made their penalty decisions. It's going to be Shorzy, Dizzy, White Gomez in 3rd. White Gomez is going to be very happy to hear that. What a race, boys.
What a race indeed.
Wow.
So I believe we're just waiting for the rest of the podium places to join us.
We take a second here to look at those lap times. Virtually everyone on par with the laps. DC Gunner coming in with the only 36, as well as Smoke.
I believe Conga's got his champagne out.
All right, boys. Now that we have the top 3 inside the booth with us, as long as they have all their audio included, I would like to go to. Let's go to Shorzy first, the winner here. I mean, it was a great battle. You put yourself in the right position. How do you feel about the win? Where did you know that you had it won? I mean, did you know you were going to have it won? Go ahead and break it down for us, Shorzy.
There was nowhere to tell the whole race. It was just so close the whole time. Like anyone could have won that had no one like retired or crashed. It was wild the whole time. So I just had to control the runs, get the right runs at the right time, and it was exhausting. Yeah.
Well, you did great, mate. I mean, up here in the booth, we were talking, it was anybody's race. I mean, those final 3 laps even the final 12 laps were an absolute shootout between the 4 of you guys. It was amazing. Congratulations on your win, mate. It was awesome racing. I want to talk to Dizzy next. Which is wild. I want to talk to Dizzy next because Dizzy, you started the race and you were battling around. You were in the back for most of the race, and out of nowhere, after that pit, you found yourself in the lead. I mean, tell me what you thought when you were in the lead after that pit lane. Like, tell me, what was going through your mind?
I kind of had it. Won, like, I don't know. I kind of had it won when I went into the pits, I guess.
Strategy, right? That's what we were talking about.
Well,
you are the strategy man.
I came into the pits in such a high speed compared to some of the other drivers. Like, but I braked in time for the pit line.
That's exactly what we were talking about. That's crazy that you brought that up. I brought that up in the booth that we were talking about with the pit lane, especially in these Indy cars. You have to nail that braking zone going into the pit lane, or you're gonna lose yourself time. You cannot just coast into pit lane. It's a race. Great job, dude.
Exactly.
The second place finish. It was very emotional, man. Do you have anything else to add about that race? I mean, you guys, it was just a battle to the end.
Just close, man, the whole way. It was just ridiculously close the whole way. It was. I think we've all got a newfound respect for IndyCar drivers after that. It was crazy.
Yeah, us as well. You guys were making it look easy out there.
Yeah, cheers, man.
If we can go now to our biggest controversy of the race, Mr. Mas Kong. You and Shorzy, you guys had it dialed in. You guys seemed like you were locked in on the team strategy from the beginning. Back there when DC Gunner was with you guys, the 3 of you looked like a pack of lions chasing down Dizzy like a poor gazelle, just closing in on him. You guys had your sights set on the win. Tell me, what were you thinking, man?
I was thinking, I wish I understood the speed limit for the pit lane. I didn't get the penalty that way.
Yeah.
I think that's very different race outcome if that had been the case. It was a lot of basically practicing for the very last lap. So it's 49 laps of practicing for the last lap, really. By figuring out where you could get a run on someone out of a corner.
That's a good line. I'm gonna steal that.
Going 3-1 on the last lap, that was sort of unintentional. I was trying to plan my jump, and it just came. And fair play to Shorzy and to Dizzy for not killing any of us during that. Good driving all round. It's a different kettle of fish driving around, just turning left. Big respect to the boys who do it for real. It must be terrifying.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, thank you guys so much, the 3 of you guys and everybody that was involved today in the IndyCar race. You guys performed great. You guys made it look easy, honestly. You guys were going 2 and 3 wide at 240 miles an hour in the draft, catching dirty air. You know, it was ridiculous. Like, you guys put on an absolute grudge match for us today. It was a great race. Thank you guys all so much.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. Great time.
No problem. I'd like to thank so I was able to watch and continue commentating. Thanks to everybody that was watching. You know, we enjoy the views. Please look at us on Discord. Drop your Discords in the chat. We'll be sure. We run tons of races. We've got a GT5 league for our newcomers. We've got a 24-hour event coming up as well, a charity event. Please stay tuned for that. Thank you guys all so much, and I think that's where we can cut it.
Well, folks, what a race that was. A very close contested battle right at the end there, but Shorzy coming out on top with CRS Dizzy in second. and Mascong coming in third, even with a few penalties there. We hope to see you at the next racing series. We will have some more videos up very soon. But in the meantime, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.